Hello, my most amazing authors. It is so great to be with you again today. We hope that you've been enjoying all of the different ways to write these past few weeks and that you have had an audience that has been excited to receive your writing and maybe even write back to you. So we hope you've been having a lot of fun with all of these different ways to write. And remember, these kinds of writing are what most adults use all of the time, almost every day. I know that almost every day I'm writing myself a note or making a list of things to remember. So we hope that you find these activities fun and that you are thinking of ways that you can use them every day if you need to. So this week, we're going to spend some time talking about how to write a book. And you're going to have a choice, friends, to either write a book in a booklet form on paper or to use your book creator app like you did a few weeks ago to write your own book. And first, let me share with you the topic of our book this week. For those of you that know a little bit about me, you will probably know that my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. That's right. I love it even more than Christmas. And I think it's because it's not only a time for giving thanks, but we don't actually have to give or receive something that's wrapped in a present, maybe something that we had to pay for or buy. Instead, the gifts at Thanksgiving come from the heart. And sometimes it's what we say to others, and sometimes it's what we do for others. And so I love, love, love Thanksgiving. And there's also a story that I love that I want to share with you. So as I share my screen, I want you to notice the cover of the book. The title of the story is called Thanksgiving is for Giving Thanks. This book is also in the writing room. I won't be reading the whole book to you because I want you to do that on your own. But what I do want you to notice when you read the book is the pattern in the story. So the author, Margaret Sutherland, she starts the story with the beginning, and then she goes on to tell us all the things that she's thankful for and why. And so we're going to use this pattern of the story and model it in our own writing this week. And so here's the story. It's called Thanksgiving is for Giving Thanks. Notice the pattern as I start to read just the first few pages of the story. Thanksgiving is for giving thanks. Thanksgiving is the day of the year that we eat lots of turkey and pumpkin pie. But most of all, it is the day when we give thanks for all the things that make us feel happy. I am thankful for my mom and dad. Whoops, I better reread that so it looks right. I am thankful for my dad and mom. They love me when I'm good and even when I'm not so good. I am thankful for everyone else in my family. My grandma gives really good hugs. I am thankful for my teacher. She makes me feel special when she hangs my artwork on the wall. I am thankful for my friends who make me laugh. Boys and girls, did you notice a pattern in the story? On almost every other page, the author tells us what they're thankful for and then why. And we call that why part of the writing a detail. And sometimes we add one detail, sometimes we add more details. The more details that we add make our writing more interesting for the reader to read. So as you think about the story, and hopefully you'll read it again to yourself before you start writing, think about the pattern in the story. And notice that we're going to give you the entire week to work on the book. So we don't expect you to write the book all at one time. We want you to take your time. And so the first day that you write, you're going to do some thinking and planning. You're going to be thinking about a booklet that we sent home with you that looks like this. We gave it a title already. The book is called I Am Thankful. And you must think, do I want to write a book on paper in this booklet this week? Or do I want to use the Book Creator app and use what I know about how to write on Book Creator to write my story? So that's the first thing you'll do. Excuse me. Once you decide how you're going to write your book, then on the first day, decide on a title. Now, the booklets already have a title, and you might use this same title on Book Creator if you choose, and design your cover. Okay, that's today, Monday. And then maybe using a note or a piece of paper from your mini notebook pad or a Post-it, I want you to think of 6 things that you're thankful for. And I want you to make a list on a separate piece of paper that you're going to keep with your book this week. So I made a list and I called it I Am Thankful For, just like the title of the book. And I wrote down 6 things that I'm thankful for because there are 6 pages in your book. And if you're making a book on Book Creator, you'll make sure to add 6 pages to your book. So I made my list, and this is what I included: my job, my family, my friends, books to read, my students, chocolate. So think about those things that you're thankful for and make a list. That's your job today. Keep the book and keep your list. Maybe you'll use the list as a little bookmark, put it in your book on the first page, and then put your book back in your writing folder. And tomorrow, you'll be ready to start. If you really love writing and you spend more time on writing, then you may work through this activity a little bit faster than we're suggesting. So here's what I know. Tuesday, when I get my book out, I'm going to look at the title of my book and the cover that I designed, and then I'm going to use my list. I think I'm going to start in order just because order keeps me organized. And today I'm going to work on 2 pages of my book. And then on Wednesday, I'll work on 2 more pages of the book. Thursday, I'll work on the last 2 pages of the book. And then Friday, I'll work on the ending of my book. And if I choose to write my book in Book Creator, I might even add a voice recording of what I wrote. So this is what you'll do each day this week. Notice that that pattern that we noticed in the story is the same in our book. I am thankful for, I'm going to use what I wrote first, my job. Now, while that can be enough, most readers are going to want to know why. Why do you love your job? Why do you love teaching? So this is where the details come in. And we're asking that you write at least one detail to support or match what it is you're thankful for. Some of you might write more than one detail. Notice you have lots of space. Sometimes more is less, but in this case, most people reading your book are going to want to know, why are you so thankful for these things? So I am thankful for my job. And now I'm going to add the first detail that tells why. I love to teach first graders how to read. And I feel really strongly about that, so I'm going to add an exclamation mark. I love to teach first graders how to read. Now, that's one detail. That's all we're asking for. But if you can add more details to support or add to what you've already said, that is wonderful too. And I want you to know that it is fun to watch them learn and grow. And again, you might notice that you're using a lot of exclamation marks in your writing because if you feel really strongly about these things, then that's the right punctuation mark for you. So here's my first page in my thankful book. I am thankful for my job. I love to teach first graders how to read. It is fun to watch them learn and grow. Okay, this is what I love about lists. I can check number 1 off my list because I wrote about my job. Today, I'm going to do 2 pages, so are you. So I'm going to write about my family. I am thankful for my family. And again, this is the pattern that we notice that the author used in Thanksgiving is for giving thanks. Then I'm going to tell you why. We love to spend time together. Again, that's one supporting detail, but I'm going to tell you another one, something we like to do when we are together. Sometimes we just like to sit around our campfire in the backyard and talk. Yep, it doesn't have to be something out of the ordinary. Sometimes just those ordinary things that you do with your family are those times that become the most special. So my second page in my book says, I am thankful for my family. We love to spend time together. Sometimes we just like to sit around our campfire in the backyard and talk. So boys and girls, I used the pattern from the story and I included 2 supporting details on my pages. If you can, that's great. If you can add 1, that's great too. Now, I am missing something. In this book, to me, the writing is the most important part, but so are those illustrations. And so if you were adding illustrations to the paper booklet, you're going to want to draw some thoughtful pictures at the bottom of each page. If you're using Book Creator, you can draw pictures, or maybe you figured out how to add pictures from your photo library, and that's okay too. So today, you're going to plan your story, decide how you're going to write your book, and make your cover and your list. Because notice, 6 things on my list for 6 pages in my book. Tuesday, you'll write about 2 of the items on your list. Wednesday, 2 more. Thursday, 2 more. And then Friday, again, you'll add an ending. If you're using the booklet form, you'll notice that the end of your book is blank. And we're going to use the back cover for our ending. Now, remember, even though this is an informational story telling what we like about Thanksgiving and what we're thankful for, I can end with my opinion. And so for me, my book is going to end with something like Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. So boys and girls, you will also notice this week that we have other videos for you to watch each day of the week. And those videos are about other kinds of writing. And so we know that you might be working on this book all week and you may not get to those other kinds of writing. And that's okay, because once we get back from Thanksgiving vacation, you're going to be able to use your writing menu and you're going to get to choose the kinds of writing you want to do each day. So the videos that we have for you to watch this week will also stay in the writing room for you when you get choices. Okay, so when you learn how to write a word search and a scribble story and a sticker story this week, we know that you might not have time to write those stories this week. Okay, we know that some of you might finish your book early and you might have some free time. So know that those videos that we're asking you to watch are videos to help you pick different kinds of writing later. Okay, so your job this week is to focus on writing a book with your best quality work. We're so excited to read them. And then we hope that you'll even have a bigger audience at Thanksgiving time when you might gather with family and friends. And maybe you'll be able to read your book to your family and friends over Thanksgiving vacation. So, boys and girls, have fun writing your book. We can't wait to read them, and we can't wait for you to be able to share them. So, happy writing today, authors. Have fun.